Hi, YouTube. Oh, goodness, YouTube. You know what? We're not even doing the VTuber cam. No, today's serious. I'm not playing today, chat. I'm mad, and I wanna say why. Today is. Whoo! I'm gonna try and be professional. I'm gonna try and keep it calm. This is a take, my personal opinion on the situation in which the United States court system has found itself in. I've been, and I'm not being like a stupid Karen about this before you think, oh my God, he's just gonna make a Karen rant. No, I have been mistreated, abused, not falsely arrested, but at this point, I have just been wronged in a lot of different ways. Now, I am guilty on a couple of the crimes I committed, I will say, and I 100% admit to that. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, okay, I didn't do these things. No, I'm being charged right now with possession of a deadly weapon, which that's ridiculous. I'll get to why in a second. I'm not a dangerous person. A DUI and 3 different paraphernalia charges. I have my medical card now, so those will all get dropped, and the weapons charge is going to get dropped. The only one that's not going to get dropped is the DUI, which, in my opinion, I was not high when I was driving. Here's what happened. So let me explain to you guys everything that happened now. So you guys kind of get an idea of what charges I'm facing, okay? And now you guys can be like, all right, well, why are you facing these charges? Now let me explain that. So I live in, well, for purposes of not knowing where I live in like the general Salt Lake City, Utah area. And roughly a few hundred miles away, there's another little town called St. George. It's like a small city. It's like southern Utah's Salt Lake. If you know anything about Utah, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah, it's basically second Utah Salt Lake. Now, I got me a DUI down there because I was here's what happened. So my aunt, because we were visiting her, and that whole sword, by the way, that was brought down not as a gift. Because my grandfather gave me this antique sword as a gift, which, by the way, it probably was not even sharp enough to cut cheese. So okay, but yeah, so I was given this antique sword as a gift, and I wanted to bring it down to show my aunt because she's into looking at that kind of stuff with me. She loves swords and stuff like that, so I was going to show her. And I brought it down, chat. Now, while all this was happening, we made it to her house. I had dinner that night. Everything was going swimmingly. My aunt needed me to move my car. Now, I have teeth issues. Uh-huh. Well, at the time, I've been to the dentist. I got a lot of these worked out. The teeth that you see that are missing are the ones that had to get pulled. I had some issues with hygiene as a kid because I never really had anyone teach me stuff as a kid, so I had to kind of learn everything on my own. And I had some issues brushing my teeth as a small child, and so because of that, a couple of my teeth had to get pulled. Now, at the time, these teeth hadn't been pulled yet, and I was in pain. I mean, I had cavities on both teeth, and they were infected, so I was in pain. So to give you like a kind of how this went down, I was behind the wheel of the car, right? I was holding the wheel like this, so the wheel's in front of me, and my mouth started hurting. Now, I was already backing up, so I figured, okay, I'm just going to kind of hold my mouth like this. I'm going to back up, and then I'll look up and start driving. Now, me not realizing what was going on, my car was already in drive. I've already backed up at this point and put the car in drive. But I was in so much pain, chat, that literally I couldn't even function. My body just shut the fuck down. You ever been in so much pain that you feel like you're actually getting tortured? Like, you see those guys get tortured in the movies, and then you get tortured like that, and you feel that pain, and everything just shuts down because of shock. That's exactly what happened to me. So picture this. My car is now going forward on a downhill slope. My hand is like this in my fucking mouth. I'm screaming, I look up. Oh shit, there's a car right in front of me. There's no time to swerve out of the way. Boom, slammed right into it. Totaled my little Mitsubishi because the hill had gave me enough speed to just fucking total my car, of course. So, okay, this happened. And now, mind you, while all this goes down, I'm an idiot. There was weed sitting all like chat. There was not a way I could have picked up the flakes and flakes and flakes of weed sitting in my driver's seat at the time. Now, no, I was not high while driving. For those of you like, well, that kind of proves it. Here's why. My aunt is very, very, very religious, and I'm respectful of that, so I didn't want to do drugs at her house in front of her with her knowing. Okay? But because of my schizophrenia, if I don't have my medical marijuana, I'll get severe panic attacks. I'll forget my name. There's some stuff I can't even say on camera because it's literally not terms of service friendly, but shit will happen to me with my mental condition. So I needed my medical marijuana. And at the time, I wasn't 21 yet, so they wouldn't give me a med card at all because it's Utah. So I couldn't get a fucking med card in this state until 21. I was trying to, had some weed. Unfortunately, I was caught. And because I, hit the back of the car. The cop was an absolute dickhead. He comes, I'm literally like, I'm done. I don't cry normally. I'm pretty tough. Like, it takes a lot for me to cry. But at this point, chat, I'm in tears. All right? I know that this is about to ruin my life. Like, all because my teeth were hurting. I wasn't even on drugs, but I needed the medicine I had to help me get through it. Now I actually have my med card, which it's just like a testimony to how fucked up they fucking treated me. Because I literally, after I got arrested, after getting out of jail, was still able to get a fucking med card. Because of how mentally fucked up I am. That should tell you how in the wrong the cops are already, but moving on. So I'm in tears. The cops show up. Initially, the neighbors weren't going to call the cops. They actually weren't. But it's the other... So, okay, to give you a perspective, we had like a bunch of different houses. The house I hit was the corner house. So we couldn't see the front door of the house I hit, or of the car I hit sitting outside of the house. But we couldn't see their front door of the car that I hit to their house. We could just see the back. So the lady comes out the back door. She's nice. I mean, I think she was mad at first, and then my dad explains to her what, mental conditions I have and stuff like that. And the lady was like, okay, I'm really sorry. You know what? We're not going to call the cops. The dickhead neighbors across the street from her call the cops. So the cops show up. They put me in handcuffs. I'm like, dude, I'm not fucking high. Like, I have fucking all these mental conditions, and you're sitting here fucking... He's like, no, you're high. You're going to jail. Call me like a criminal. I'm like, bro, okay, whatever, bro. I'm like, you want to field test me, go ahead. Because I don't understand. I should have passed the sobriety test with flying colors. I mean, but because I was really scared and stuttering, he still took me. So yeah, I ended up going to jail for a week. Got out. Okay, fine, dandy. Everything's done, all right? You went to jail. You dealt with the situation. Now what? You think that would be the end of it? No. Because now I have to go to do this thing called court. Oh, my God. I'm not an offender. I don't, do a lot of I'm not a criminal. So, me even going to jail was terrifying because I have schizophrenia. I'm a fucking femboy. I'm gay as hell. Dude, jail is not the place for me. So I go there, okay, everything's fine. I get out. I get this lawyer. This is in 2021. I go to therapy. I get treatment for it, even though I really didn't need therapy. I already had a therapist, but I was forced to go and get group treatment, so I did it through my therapy office. I still have the certificate that they gave me. So I'm not going to show the whole thing, but you guys get the gist. That is a certificate of commencement. Basically, every time you complete a 30 to 40 day therapy course usable in courts, I can get that certificate. Okay, so you think he's got a certificate now? He can get this dealt with. So did I. My lawyer signed some paperwork. Everything is seeming like it's going to go good. Okay? At this point, you might be thinking, so why even make this video? Well, here's why. Here's why. I got to pull my phone up for this because I need to make sure I have everything correct here. So, my lawyer. Here we go. Oh, fuck. This just makes me want to punch my freaking monitor just thinking about it. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. So I said, he said, everything should be set in stone by the 1st of December of 2022. So basically what he told me is that every single charge except for one of the paraphernalia charges and the DUI charge, those are the only two charges I was going to keep. So the weapons charge and all the other paraphernalia charges were going to get dropped. All right? Fine. Cool. I could get a job now because I've also been having an issue where jobs pull up my background record, so I can't get a job because of this. And I'm actually, I'm a hard worker. I work really, like, my bosses would say I'm one of the hardest workers they hire, and I don't even try to get that status there. I just work hard. So I'm now not able to find employment, meaning I have absolutely no fucking money to my name. Everyone treats me like I'm some kind of dog because I don't work, because I can't work. But all my friends are like, oh, you're lazy, you're just mooching off of your parents. I'm like, if I didn't live off of I wouldn't have any money. I'd be living out there on the fucking streets homeless because of a fucking crime that I've been willing to fix. Yes, I committed these actions, but I have been sitting here for weeks trying to be a better person, fix my issues. It's like the fucking court system doesn't want me to. I'm trying to sit here. I went to therapy. I did everything I was supposed to do. I listened to the judge. I said, okay, I'll go to community service. I'll pay the fine. Like, even though I don't have the money, I'll pay my dad back after he helps me pay the fine, or we'll find a way. So, everything should be set in stone on the 1st. The 1st comes around. I hear nothing from my lawyer. I give it a few days because I'm busy. At this point, I'm looking for a job. I have a lot more going on than just court. So the 7th of December rolls around. I text my lawyer. Word for word, chat. This is what I get back on my fucking phone. Okay? Sorry, I've lost the paperwork. I must have deleted the email or something. I'm going to send you new paperwork here in the next week. Now, you guys might be thinking, okay, well, that's fine. No, because that's already, I can't get a job right now at all. I've tried. Not even a fast, dude, not even McDonald's will fucking hire me because of that deadly weapons charge. Like, they genuinely think I'm going to hurt somebody because of that. By the way, I told the officer, this is a sword I'm showing my aunt because I got it as a gift. And he's like, no, you're going to hurt people with it because you have weed. I'm like, the fuck is that? I'm like, so now because I have my medicine, I'm a deadly criminal who would hurt people because I smoke a joint to help my head not be so fucking fogged with the mental shit that I have? Okay, thanks, bro. Like, you know, my therapist says that weed is the medicine I should be using, right? But okay, take it. Go ahead. I'm a criminal. So yeah, chat, I get a job. And I can't say where, at a prestigious office center. I figure, okay, everything's set in stone. I'm going to tell them what happened, and they're going to let it go. They're going to let me work there. You think that happens? No. No, I get a job there. Then within the first week, they literally call me without any explanation. They say, you're fired for professionalism. I'm sorry. I was professional the entire time. I listened. I took notes. I said, okay, yes, ma'am, yes, sir. You know, that kind of thing. I mean, I was kissing their ass, basically, trying to do anything to make sure that I could do it right. Because I already knew I had these stupid charges against me. And lo and behold, chat, the one time I actually could have gotten a job that would have set my future in stone and made it to where my life is no longer fucking ruined, these fuckers take away from me. I literally lose my fucking job over this. And not just one. 2, 3, 4 separate jobs I was unable to get because of this. And mind you, I've already, like I said, like I've clearly shown with the certificate of commencement, for those of you who missed it, I'll show you again. I've already gone to therapy, which the courts have approved of. I showed them this certificate. My lawyer has this. The courts have approved of this fucking certificate. And they still won't give me a job. Even though all the charges, including the weapons charge, what they're so worried about, is going to get dropped. So why am I mad then, after all this? Well, to put it simply, I have been trying to get a job, and because of some charges that I have, because of one charge that I'm guilty of, and 5 other separate charges that were added just because the cop felt like it'd be fun to add those charges. I should not have them. I've already explained why. I am unable to find work. I'm stuck in my house. I can't do anything. I'm treated like a fucking violent criminal who would dare to ever exist. I mean, I'm lucky I get my med card. Yeah, I'm very, like, I'm waiting for them to say you can't have that anymore. You know, shit like that. Like, it's ridiculous. I could see it if I, went out and shot people or went out and, robbed stores or did meth or hardcore drugs that actually killed people, chat. or actually ruin people's lives. But I go to work, come home, play video games, and because of my mental health, I use a little bit of marijuana. So you tell me, after everything I've just showed you, told you, and proved to you, do you think I'm guilty? I'll let you guys decide in the comments. I'm not going to tell you what you should or should not think. However, that is my story. Yeah, I do want to know your thoughts in the comments. Me personally, I do not feel I do feel that I am guilty for the DUI and the possession charge. You should never have weed in your car. All right, that's just 101. Never carry drugs in your car. And number two, just you should expect to get a DUI if you do that. That's just how it is. But the fact is, yeah, I did those things. But you're trying to say that not only am I, a pot addict, but I'm a dangerous fucking criminal who would use a weapon to hurt somebody. Okay, and also let me just point out, this is my first ever offense. I've never gone to jail. I've never been in trouble with the cops. I literally stay away from people so as to not draw attention because I don't want to be in the middle of everyone's life. Like, I just want to live my own life, that's it. Like, so the fact that this is actually happening to me, I'm not even, like, serious. Like, I'm pissed. I'm literally, like, I just try to stay out of everyone's way and just let well enough be alone. I try to be the chill dude and just vibe. I don't want to get up in anyone's face. I don't want to change anyone's views or beliefs. I'm just here to be myself and be happy. But I'm a criminal, apparently. So I just had to make this video. This is my story. I'm very mad. I hope something gets done to fix this. I mean, the fact that my lawyer lost the paperwork is already just, how do you lose an email that we emailed you? Because it's not like we mailed this shit to him. Dude, we emailed it to him and he downloaded it and showed us that he had the paperwork. Like, I don't understand. I really do not understand one bit. I feel like my rights have just been completely tramped on, and as a human being who tries to just be and just let shit be, I feel that I have been totally taken I have been taken advantage of and stepped on by the U.S. court system. I truly do. Ready, stop! Sorry, my chihuahua is going crazy. So on that note, chat, I am going to end this video here. I just wanted to get that out. I am very annoyed. That's what I'm going through, and that's my story. So thank you guys so much for watching, and have a good day. Peace.